Hello friends, we are back with a monthly favorites video. February was a rather short month and I hope that February was a good month or at least a kinder month to you. On the other hand, February was not a great month for me. It was rather rough. I wasn't doing great. I wasn't wearing much makeup to work, so I was literally only wearing eyebrow pencil, under eye concealer, and that's more or less it. I wasn't wearing eye makeup, lipstick, none of it. So that's another video for another time. So for this month of February, I have the product in front of me right now. I have a little mix of beauty stuff, like some makeup, definitely, some hair care, and a little bit of skincare and one fragrance for the month, I guess. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start off with the monthly fragrance favorite, and for the month of February, my favorite was from Almond, the Souvenir Floral Bouquet. This is how it looks like. I know the packaging looks very over the top. You have roses here, and when you pop off the lid, this is how it looks like. So when you spray it, you're holding a literal egg like this. It's very dramatic. This is supposedly a dupe for the original Parfum de Mali Delina. Delina is a very well-known, very hyped up fragrance on TikTok right now. It is well known to be a jammy, rose, sweet, and a lot of people love that particular fragrance. However, for me, I'm not a big fan of it because the lychee note in it was very overpowering. I didn't like it. It made my nose really like itchy. I'm about to sneeze, you know, that kind of thing, and I didn't like it. This, I thought I wouldn't like it as well because I did blind buy this. I'll put the notes for Delina here and Afnan here so you guys can see the accords. They have a very similar vibe, but this being greener makes it way much more wearable in Singapore's weather. Sometimes sweet, intoxicatingly scents can be quite cloying and quite suffocating almost. So this having a greener aspect to it, I love it. And in terms of performance, this does perform rather well. I can still smell hints of it at the end of the office day, even when I'm home, so I've been loving this a lot. Now moving on to skincare, I have been enjoying the Softy-Mo Speeding Cleansing Oil. This is how it looks like. This is a limited edition packaging with Pikachu on it, so I've been loving this a lot. I have been using this to remove a full face of makeup, including waterproof mascara and budge-proof gel eyeliners. This does the job. I do have one more bottle of this as a backup, so I'm really happy using this. I think this is one of the best oil cleansers that I have used personally. I've tried really expensive ones like for $30 for a 100ml bottle, some even more affordable ones like for $7 even. This is a very nice middle ground in terms of price point. I believe I paid 10 or 11 Singapore dollars here in the drugstore, so I think that's a very fair price point, honestly. I was just reading the back label and there is 230 ml of product in one bottle like this, so it is definitely really worth it. If you break it down for 100 ml compared to other oil cleansers out there, it does the job of removing makeup and the gunk in general very well. It does not strip my skin either. My skin after use does not feel dry or tight. I believe they do sell refills for this as well, so in order to reduce waste and buying a whole other bottle, I think that's great. Moving forward, I will definitely purchase refills once I am done with the backup, but I definitely can foresee myself using this oil cleanser up. Now for hair care, I'm not the biggest expert at it, but I do know that growing out my hair right now, I took about a year to reach this current hair length. I'm somewhere around here. I have been on the hunt for a good shampoo for almost a year, and I couldn't find anything that was cleaning my scalp effectively and not drying out my hair at the same time. I've mainly tried a lot of Korean shampoos and unfortunately they just aren't it for me. They leave my scalp feeling really dry. If not, they don't clean my scalp effectively. So it's a either or situation, and that's not the life I'm living for. However, I have finally found something that has been working for me, and this is the N Honey line. I believe this is a Japanese shampoo and I've been loving this so much. So I have the shampoo and the repair oil, so I use these almost every night. A little bit really does go a long way for these two, so I've been using this for about a month and a half. I am missing out the conditioner, so I will purchase it when I'm finished with my conditioner. It's always the case, right? Like either the shampoo will finish first or the conditioner finishes first. Choose one. They don't finish at the same time despite the fact that you open both at the same time, right? right? I don't know whether to gatekeep this or not, but I will share it with you guys. This 8-second hair salon mask from Marseille. I was a little bit skeptical at the start, not gonna lie, but oh my gosh, this actually works. I was really shocked by how silky smooth my hair was, and when I ran my fingers through my hair, it was another level of smoothness that I never felt. So basically, this is a kind of a weird solution thing. So what it does is that when you pour it out on your hand, you have to use that water to activate it to turn it into like a cream. Leave it for 8 seconds. I absolutely love the fact 8 seconds is all you need and you can wash it off, because I cannot sit in the shower for 5 minutes and wait for the treatment to work, whatnot have you. I'm not about that life. I don't want to sit, you know, in my shower naked and just sit there doing nothing. No, it lives up to its name. So I really enjoy this particular hair mask. After using these 3 products, I've been getting compliments on my hair, like,
did you cut your hair? Why does your hair look so good now?
it's like, I literally did not do anything to it other than change the hair products. So maintenance of my hair, cleanliness, everything, these 3 have been a game changer for me, and I will definitely be sticking to this for quite a while. For makeup, I do have a couple of things. However, I must point out that Singapore just announced that we are going mask-free, in a sense that we don't need to wear masks on public transport anymore. So it's only required when you go to clinics or hospitals, which is totally understandable. I still carry a mask around with me just in case somebody decides to sneeze or cough into the air, which is, oh my gosh, I'm really much more like sensitive to that kind of thing right now. So immediately when someone starts to sneeze into the air, I whip out my mask and just wear it still because I don't want to fall sick. Sidetrack, I have been wearing a little bit more of glossier lips. Those lip products that I couldn't wear when I was wearing a mask, I've been pulling them out again, wearing them. I am wearing one right now, and it's the Juicy Lasting Tint from Balm, and this is Macadamia. So this is how it looks like. Whenever I wear this lip tint, you guys asking like, what are you wearing, girl? And I was like, is this? Downside is just that it's not mask proof, and it will definitely smear and it will go all over the place. It does leave a little bit of a stain depending on the color that you purchase, but because Macadamia is such a my lips but better color, right, it doesn't really leave a impactful stain like maybe compared to a red, deeper maroon, those kind of colors. I think it will stain a little bit more obviously, but for Macadamia it's like a barely there stain. So for this, I really do have to apply the product on my lips and make sure it stays there to actually see that, ooh, you're wearing something. Next product again is very hyped up on TikTok, and I didn't even realize I had one and I started to use it, and it's the Dior lip balm over here. This is the original #1, and I actually used up quite a bit. As you can see, this is the max it can go, so I'm left with a little bit, and this is in #1 if I'm not wrong, the original one, the lip glow. So I do enjoy using this lip product, and it's great to bring out for days where I don't really want to wear makeup. I want a little bit of moisture on my lips. I will wear this, and because February was such a work-intensive month for me, I really was wearing this quite a lot, so I felt like my lips were getting really dry. I didn't take care of myself, things like that. So this lip balm did come in clutch. Is it a very overpriced lip balm? Yeah, it is. It really is. But compared to a lot of other lip balms out there, this feels very buttery on the lips itself. I went to check my lippy stash and I was trying to find like a dupe of it, like whichever I have on hand, because I'm not really sure if I would like to spend like $50 on a lip balm, right? So I actually have this lip balm from Catrice over here. Lipstick Wanna Shine, so it is in #3 Pink Scene, and it is a little bit close to the Dior one, but it definitely offers way much more pigment. It is also pink as well. When I swatch it out, it's almost like transparent. I can barely see anything. And nobody is gonna ask you, are you wearing a $50 Dior lip balm, unless you like pull it out and you start to apply it, you know, that kind of thing. But honestly, no one's really gonna ask you about that, so this actually does the job pretty well. Would I say these two are dupes or dupe on TikTok, as they would say? Not really. I mean, this is only like believe $12 or something along those lines. This definitely feels way much more waxier as compared to the Dior one. The Dior one feels luxe expensive, the formula, I can feel it. This, on the other hand, you get what you pay for, but in terms of color and everything, the color payoff is much better for this. I think it's still bearable for me, but when I compare the two in terms of formula, it's quite drastic. So would I say these two are dupes of one another? I would say it's a nice alternative, not a dupe. The next makeup product was very hyped up back in 2017, 2018, but only recently did I just got around to it, and it's the 3CE Mono Blushes. This is how it looks like. This is in Nude Peach. I have been wearing this for a couple of my videos and I actually am wearing it like right now, and I absolutely love how it looks like on my face. Personally, I feel like this is a very foolproof blush. Even beginners can use this, and it's very forgiving in terms of pigment, so even when you over apply it, it still looks really nice, and the formula of this helps to kind of like blur your skin a little bit, so I really enjoy it. And this Nude Peach color definitely works really well for my skin. I do want to swatch the other colors. I think there was like a mono pink and another beigey color if I'm not wrong, so those colors I'm a little bit curious about. I see why people were hyping this up back then, but I was a broke student back then, so I couldn't afford it, so now I am fulfilling my inner child needs. This is great for days where you just want to have some pigment on your cheeks. You don't want it to be the point makeup. You can just wear this and have heavier eye makeup and lip makeup. There were some days where I felt that my complexion looked really tired, and all I did was apply sunscreen, a thin layer of translucent powder, followed by this blush over here, and it just added some liveliness back into my skin, which I really like that. So this did come in clutch for me on my very tired days. So those were my February favorites. Let me know what are yours. It can be skincare, fragrance, makeup, hair care even. I love to hear from you guys. Drop it down below, and if you are curious about my previous month's favorites, you can check out this video over here. This was my January favorites. I did mention more makeup then. This month was a really rough month for me, so I'm not really surprised with this month's favorite. But yeah, I'll see you guys over here.